Hello all, welcome back. So, something new, something borrowed, something blue. No, it's Sam Fender with 17 Going Under. Why this song? Why this artist? Why now? Stick with me, I'll let you know. But let's get into it.
I remember the sickness was forever. I remember snuff videos, cold Septembers, the distances we covered, the fist fights on the beach, the busies round us up. Do it all again next week, an embryonic love. First time that it's scarred, embarrass yourself for someone, crying like a child. And the boy you kicked Tom's head in still bugs me now.
So it was, why Sam Fender, why now? So, Sam Fender was born and is from a place called North Shields in the UK, on the northeast coast of England. So, I live in South Shields, across the water. We're separated by a river. That's not enough to react to the song. I've got some nephews, and they're same age as him, roughly. And they kept saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to listen to him. And I was like, yeah, okay, give me a chance. So this is the first one I'm listening to. I think I heard another song, was it Spit? The Spit of You? I think, something like that. But this is it. And also, he's playing to a football stadium, not an arena, a stadium, on June the 10th in the local city to me, Newcastle, in front of, I think, 55,000 people. So, yeah, those are little reasons why. But as it's opening, you can hear that it's acoustic melodic. It's beautiful. I think it's in D, that opening. I remember The Sickness Was Forever. I remember snuff videos. He's talking about when he was 17. He's 27 now, by the way. Cold September's the distance we covered. The first lights on the beach, the busies round us up. Translating for my English friends and American friends, the busies are the police. Do it all again next week, an embryonic love. The first time that it's scarred, embarrass yourself for someone, crying like a child. And the boy who kicked Tony's head in still bugs me now. So he had a fight when he was 17, or when he was 15, 13, 17, doesn't matter. And it embarrasses him. And this song is about that, the embodiment of what it's like to be growing up. That's instantly it. You can tell from the lyrics, but it's got a lovely vocal. But yeah, I haven't heard enough yet, so let's carry on.
It's the thing, it lingers and calls you when you're down. I was far too scared to hit him, but I would hit him in a heartbeat now. That's the thing with anger, it begs to stick around, so it can fleece you of your.
I was far too scared to hit him, but I would hit him in a heartbeat now. That's the thing with anger. Basically, it begs to stick around. So he's talking about reflecting on the memories that he had when then. Would he hit him in a heartbeat now? He's suggesting he might, which is interesting. But it's got an upbeat feel to it, but downbeat lyrics. It's a good juxtaposition to have. The good upbeat lyrics, and the song itself isn't upbeat. Not yet.
And leave you spent when out to over. But you hurt the ones who love you. You hurt them like they're spent my teens in rage, spiraling in silence, and I armed myself with a grin, 'cause I was always the joker, buried in the humor, amongst the white noise and boys.
Who's been there? How many teenage girls and boys have had to defend themselves being verbally quick, humorous? And this is a lad that was acting when he was 11. And no, in 2011, so that was what, 10 years ago. So he's about 15, 16, and he appeared in a show called Vera in the UK, which is hugely popular, been going for 12 seasons. A fictitious police borough in the northeast, which films in genuine parts of the northeast of England, along the Northumberland coastline and further down. So he's got various chops you can apply to, and I've read a little bit about him. He's very people-oriented. Politically, he's left-leaning, but he says that's just been blown out of the water. Go read up about him. He's got some really strong views that you think Hollywood won't like him. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. If he ever wanted to be an actor, I don't think Hollywood would like him. Not that he cares. He's a singer-songwriter, but he's got some really strong views. But I'm listening to his music. But he's more than just his music. He's got fashion line. He's partnered up with a company called Barber, which is a huge Barber jackets, Barber clotheslines. I think it's worldwide. It's a well-known brand. Not worldwide well-known, but it's a known brand. That's in my hometown. The main factory, the production line is all done in my hometown. These streets this looks like the Tynemouth and North Shields. I've probably been down them when I was a bit older. Didn't go across there when I was a kid because it was a rough place. What he's singing about being rough is real. He came from a rough town. Yeah.
Talking lines, drenched in cheap drink and snide bags, a mirrored picture of my old man. Oh God, the kid's a damn hard. Can't he chant, but he looks sad.
It's so interesting. Can he chanter, but he looks sad? Chanter, I think, is a word over the hills, but basically, canny just means good. Yeah, you'd say he's canny good. I left my hometown when I was 16. I've only moved back 2 years ago, but I still have all those terms built into me. He's canny. It's canny good. It's normally referred to something positive. Yeah, you wouldn't say I'm canny hungry. You'd say I'm hungry. You wouldn't prefix it to a word that isn't about something being good or an exaggeration of something. So he's got canny chanter. He's a good talker. Yeah. Drenched in a cheap drink and snide fags. Snide fags. Oh, God. It's like a translation lyric. That just means cigarettes that have been made that aren't legally made. They're made in a factory somewhere. False advertisements put on them, and they're actually filled with things like rat poison and arsenic and some tobacco. So they weren't a very good thing. Yeah. Yeah. But what he's doing is he's giving you his northeast life from his hometown, and he's put some truths in there, and he's painted a real picture of what was going on in his life, which is 17 and going under. And it's not a good picture. It's not a folk song. It's not Bob Dylan-esque. It's not Neil Young. Kind of you could lean into some of Neil Young stuff here about seeing what he's done with his own life and his friends, but it's very unique to his area, but transferable to everybody, which is what I think makes this so far a very good song to listen to. And the upbeat tempo catches me off guard all the time. Well, luck came and died round here. that was the end of an era. He's talking about his generation before him, probably 2 generations, when I was brought up, was all about, it was a working area, working class area. There was shipyards, there was coal mining, there was boat building, and that all died. And that's all you can see. But what they can see, he sees his mother, the DWPs, the Department for Works and Pensions, used to be an old-fashioned term for UB40, which, if you remember the band, was about signing on for state and welfare benefits. That's what it basically is. That's the modern-day version. And he's throwing it all together. And he's letting out some emotions here. But he's doing it in such it's a way in which you can relate to it, but you don't have to be from there. I've translated a couple of things for you, and I'm glad he's stuck to his colloquial language. Whether he sticks with that forever, I don't know.
Going under, 17 going under. 17 going under.
That's a really interesting song. I love the lyrics. And I don't think lyrically it matters where you're from in the world. You've all been 17 and felt like you're going under. It's not a song of salvation. It's a song of reflection. I think you can see from the video perspective, he's in a different place. He's obviously 27 now. But this isn't a Supergrass song, We Are Young. This is We Are Young and We're a Mess. Or I was young and I was a mess. In and amongst all the things that were happening, I was struggling to stay above water. And I like that. I love the music. I'd like to hear it acoustically. I think that'd be a great song acoustically. Sam Fender fans, I just got to get onto my nephews, really. He's going to be, his second album, I think, certified platinum or sold 1.5 million copies. He is successful in as much as he's in the public domain. I don't know what he wants to be successful at. Acting, business mogul, singer-songwriter. He's indicated singer-songwriter. That's up to him. I just enjoyed this. And I hope he enjoys doing whatever he wants to do. He's from over the water. We don't have a lot of affinity for people over the water in my town. It's basically just another town that we don't know. But it has the same surname as us, Shields. I'm south, he's north. But I wish him every success, and I'm going to enjoy maybe getting into some more of his songs. Let me know, guys, because somebody who can fill a 50,000 plus arena has something to offer. I just don't know what it is yet. Take care, guys. I really enjoyed that.